Good afternoon, everyone, and I'd like to thank you for joining us. We have a very special guest with us today, Commissioner Nan Rich, to talk a little bit about the Guardian Ad Litem program, as she is one of the founders. Welcome, Commissioner Rich, and we're excited to
Thank
have
you,
you.
Carrie Ann. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Always a pleasure to talk about the Guardian Ad Litem program.
Well, you're one of the founders, so we are in debt to you for making a difference for our children here in the state of Florida. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So you have many roles in public service. How did they lead you to becoming a Broward County Commissioner? And how does this compare to a state legislator?
Well, it's a long trail. But what I would say is I got my start as what I call a professional volunteer. That's why the Guardian Ad Litem as a volunteer program is so important to me, because we, back in 79, we started a program called Children in Placement, which is the forerunner, and we did it with the National Council of Jewish Women and the Junior League of Miami. And we went through files and we realized, the need for someone to be in that court representing the best interests of children. And so that led to the original bill, which was passed in 1980, which created the Guardian Ad Litem program. But subsequently, I went on to continue my volunteer career. I was national president of the National Council of Jewish Women. Then I came back and was urged to run for the state legislature because of the human services and the policy issues that I focused on in my volunteer career. So I did that. And my very first bill that passed was when Jeb Bush was governor. It was in 2003. And that was to establish the statewide office of the Guardian Ad Litem program, which was really important because we had circuits, all over the state, and everybody didn't have the same training, the same resources, and so it was really important. And I worked with Governor Bush. Were the days where you worked across the aisle, and I worked with Governor Bush as a Democrat. He's a Republican governor, but he really loved the idea of the Guardian Ad Litem program and as a volunteer program, because he saw the importance of volunteers and what they do, going into the homes, going into schools, working with the children, really providing a strong resource for kids. So it passed, and kind of the rest is history. Angela Orkin became the first GAL director, and Alan's been there, I can't remember now how many years, but the program has grown and grown, always can grow more. We haven't met the mission of serving 100% of the children who need a Guardian Ad Litem. But to me, it is one of the finest programs I have ever seen. And I've just been involved in a lot of programs, so I continue to support it. And I was so proud to have sponsored that bill and had it pass. And then after I was term limited out of the legislature, my final 2 years, 2010 to 12, I was the Senate Democratic leader. I came back here and asked, to consider running for the county commission. I found it was interesting because my background started on the state level in public office. And most people, it's kind of the other way around. But I found coming back to the county was a really wonderful experience for me, because you're much closer to the people in the county. Tallahassee is a long way away from almost, certainly from South Florida. And I found that I could use my skills and the policy experiences that I had and the initiatives, that I had advocated in Tallahassee. I could use them here in Broward County. And that's pretty much what I've done. Been really focused on human services I was elected in 2016, reelected in 2020. And so I have four more years now to work more on human service issues. I'm in a great county to do that. This is a very collaborative community, very collaborative county. We work together. We have an independent Children's Services Council. The county works extremely well with the Children's Services Council. In 2019, we won the Robert Wood Johnson Culture of Health Prize. There were 200 applicants across the whole country. And I believe we won it because of this incredible collaborative effort and how our residents are willing, when you present them with something important and they feel that it's well thought out, they will support it. We have supported so many taxes, like the Children's Services Council. So it's been, it's, as I said, it's been a great experience having the experience from the legislature and then being able to, bring that here, but also having that now, that closeness and contact, being out in the community with my constituents. And it's a good transition. It's all about human services. And so that's what I focus. I'm involved. I chair the Homeless Continuum of Care, all the human service agencies. We have a coordinating council of Broward, which I chair. So again, I guess I go back to my favorite experience is the collaborative effort in Broward County, where we really can get things accomplished. I guess my legislative experience will never leave me because that's what I followed, to do here. But it's good because I can use that experience working with people in Tallahassee. Bills come forward, like there are some bills right now that I'm not crazy about, for many things, including the Guardian Litem. It's a good way to connect the different experiences that I've had. And I think I'm making a difference.
So stepping back to your passion of the past, children. So you're known for advocating for children on a wide range of issues. How have you been able to do that as Broward County Commissioner?
The same way that you do it in the legislature. You have to get the votes. But as I say, it's kind of easier in Broward County, I think, because of the fact that we have a commission that's made up of people who are very like-minded when it comes to those issues.
So with April being National Child Abuse Prevention Month, is there a special message you would like to share with viewers in recognition of this month?
Child Abuse Prevention Month has been in effect, I think, since 1983. It's an opportunity to help prevent child abuse in our community. I know on the county level, recognize it, every year we do a resolution. It's something that we have to be concerned about, teaching good parenting skills. I'm on the board of Kids in Distress. That's what we do. A lot of programs to deal with, with parents and foster care and making sure that the children are well taken care of and are not being abused and neglected. And so I think promoting the Guardian Ad Litem program, getting more volunteers into the Guardian Ad Litem program, all those kinds of things I think are important in making sure that people recognize that unfortunately there still is abuse in our communities and neglect. Just have to continue to combat it and hopefully someday get to the point where there isn't any. But you can't do it unless you educate, advocate, raise awareness, and that's what this does.
And that is absolutely true. I think it is so important that families be aware of abuse. So I want to thank you so much, Commissioner Rich, for taking on this challenge and being here today with us to share how important it is and the whys as to why you started this initiative and this wonderful program that I'm happy to be a part of. And I do agree with you, community support and drive is a very important factor for us to accomplish any mission. And you have shown us how that's done.
Let me just say, and I have such admiration for the volunteers in this program. I was a volunteer for just a Guardian Ad Litem for just a few years because I got into other things, but I've always been, as I said, committed legislatively and emotionally to this program. But I have friends that have been volunteers, guardians, for 20 years. I mean, and they're still in touch with children that they help through this process. And it's so important to have people like that there to represent the best interests of children.
Thank you so much. And to our viewers, I want to thank you for listening to all the great things that Commissioner Rich has done to help to engage and enhance the Guardian Ad Litem program. If you're interested and want to be a part of the program, you can visit our site at guardianadlitem.org and become a part of this very important organization to change our children's story here in the state of Florida and especially Broward County. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you so much, Carrie. Appreciate it.